Well, this has been quite revealing. Hey everyone, Red Rebel Jeff Jones here, and in this video I'm going to give my thoughts on the recent scandal regarding RTÉ and Ryan Tubridy. Now, I've waited to talk about this so I can properly gather my thoughts with hindsight. This is something I tend to do a lot. I like to wait until things kind of play out before kind of formulating my thoughts, otherwise those early thoughts can be just flat out wrong, and building from them thoughts could be wrong, could lead to problems. So this is something I tend to do. Now if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you like the content that I make. Okay, so the story is that over a month ago it was revealed that RTÉ presenter Ryan Tubridy was being paid a higher salary than was published. I think between the years of 2017 and 2022, I think it was about 345,000, I think it was. Now, this has angered a lot of people, including both the public and the rest of the RTÉ staff, particularly because they actually took a serious pay cut over the last few years, especially during COVID. And it turns out, while Ryan Tubridy's published salary was displaying that he took a pay cut as well, these under the table payments meant that he actually didn't get a pay cut at all. And a lot of people are going, this is really corrupt, this is something that shouldn't happen, especially in a state funded national broadcaster like RTÉ. Now, Tubridy, trying to avoid taking any responsibility for this, said that he actually didn't know that there was a difference between his published salary and his actual salary. Not really believable, I will say. And RTÉ Director General D. Forbes was forced to resign as a result of the scandal. Now, there are several issues around the scandal that I'm going to talk about and give my thoughts on. One is that there seems to be a lot of odd timings about this. So what do I mean by that? There have been several really suspicious timings regarding this scandal. I'm going to give two examples here, but there's quite a few. There's Ryan Tubridy leaving as the host of The Late Late Show just before the audit that revealed this difference between what RTÉ said Tubridy was paid and what he was actually paid. It was revealed in an audit, and Tubridy left The Late Late Show just before that audit. A lot of people believe that he left because he knew that was going to come out. And I think it was about 2 weeks previously he said he wasn't leaving The Late Late Show. Another questionable timing is just before the Oireachtas could order Director General D. Forbes to appear before them and give a testimony, she resigned, so they couldn't force her to. Now, I think as far as I'm aware, they're trying to, although she's putting in medical reasons for why she can't. Bit convenient, I think. Now, one thing I think Ryan Tubridy has been scapegoated a bit about this. Now, I think it's fair to say he should have realised there was a difference between his actual salary and what RTÉ was telling the public about what he was being paid. He should have copped there's something off there. And I think the whole excuse that he didn't know is BS. Although I do think RTÉ are the bigger player here. I think they're trying to really get Tubridy to take the hit for them. And I want to be honest, I don't think Ryan Tubridy kind of half minds that, because he's been an RTÉ man for years and years. I think it's fair to say it isn't working though, because RTÉ is losing a lot of money from people not paying the TV licence in protest. I think they've lost like 2 million over the last over the first, I think it's over July. I think they lost like 800,000 in the last 2-3 weeks of June, or just before this came out. Now, some of you from outside the UK and Ireland might be asking, what's the TV licence? You'd be surprised at how many people don't know. The TV licence is a fee that every household has to pay if they have at least one TV in the house. It was introduced back in 1962, and it was used to maintain the critical infrastructure that was needed for TV broadcast, as well as the main funding source for RTÉ. Now, I'm not going to go into too much more detail here, because I will be going into a lot more detail about the TV licence itself in another video in the future. But I do think the TV licence, I think it's an obsolete fee. When it was introduced, it made sense, because RTÉ was kind of the only channel around, and they were doing pretty much all the heavy lifting in terms of the infrastructure. But these days, we have so many channels. Virgin Media, you get Sky, so it's like, this feed doesn't make sense in a modern world, especially in terms of streaming. Like, I don't use TV at all. Like, I have a TV in my room. It can't get RTÉ. Now, it has a TV service, like, I think it's a smart TV. I think it's Rakuten TV or something it's called. I can't actually remember. I can get some channels, but it's like the weird ones. The only one I know of is Euronews, and it's the only one I actually pay any attention to on it. But other than that, YouTube, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime. That's all I watch. I know Disney Plus, given my political leanings, don't grab me, because I don't watch any of the new crap on it. Because it's crap. I think it should be abolished. The TV licence doesn't make sense anymore. So what do you guys think? Tell me in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear them. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe to keep up with my latest videos. I think this scandal has taken what little trust people have had in RTÉ, and it's the trust that it wasn't very good going into this. And I want to be honest, I do hope it's gone for good, because RTÉ, I think it's beyond a point where it's reformable. I think it should be scrapped, or made to stand on its own 2 feet with an abolition of the licence fee. Don't think that'll happen though.